Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast. Good afternoon, mid-evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Bob Redmond Field here in Oakfield, Wisconsin, as we get ready here for today's broadcast between Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders and the Oakfield Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. This should be a pretty good contest. We're going to take a look at some information here about records and see how things are going here, but I think you can throw records out the window when it's going to come to this contest that we have here today, as both of these teams are pretty good comparables when they're going to be matching up. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on the broadcast. This is the first time I've had a chance to see both of these baseball teams play. Covered a lot of softball over the last several weeks, and with my shoulder surgery, I've typically had to spend a lot of time with additional assistance, and we've got two games taking place over in Laconia right now, so they're all tied up, and the Dr. Cameron Hatcher decided to come over here and help me with the broadcast today, so I'm pretty excited about that opportunity here. We're going to step aside. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll come back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Livestream.
An experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field in Oakfield, here right just outside of Oakfield's high school, middle school complex here. Let's take a look at about a little bit of information about the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. Overall record is 5-6. As an offense, they have 79 hits on the season. Their batting average is a .282. From the pitching staff, their earned run average is a .844. 69 walks, 73 strikeouts on the season. And when you take a look at how things are set up so far in the conference, CWC is sitting at 4-2 in the conference right now, just behind Horicon. However, let's take a look at who the Crusaders have played so far in conference. So they split with Wayland 6-2, and they played a doubleheader, and unfortunately doubleheaders end up hurting CWC, especially early on in the season when several of their players had to miss a couple of the games that were scheduled throughout the season, and it really put the team in jeopardy here. So they beat Wayland the first time they played them 6-2 in the doubleheader, and then they lost 21-15. They lost to a very good Johnson Creek team the next day. So again, you're really starting to run out of pitching when you go the 10th, the 11th, a doubleheader on the 12th, a doubleheader on the 14th. I mean, really puts a lot of stress on your team. They lost to Johnson Creek 21-0, but Johnson Creek is a solid team. They played Laconia. Laconia 10-run them the first game, 16-4. The second game that they played in that doubleheader, it was 8-0 in favor of Laconia. Then they played Oshkosh Lourdes in conference. Again, that was a doubleheader. They beat them 8-4, 13-10. Take a look that Lourdes has 2 wins so far in the conference, and Wayland only has 1. And then they played Lourdes again on Thursday of that week. That's the way that the Trailways has it set up, and they lost to Lourdes 3-2. They played a very good Elkhart Lake team that 10-run them 11-1, and then they just beat Hustisford Dodgeland on Tuesday 4-1, and then this week Monday they played Kenosha Christian and beat them 14-6. Let's take a look at some of the individual statistics here for the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders players. Leading the team in batting averages, number 2, Brant Billy. He has a batting average of a .387, on-base percentage of .500, so he's on 1 out of every 2 times at bat he's reaching. He has had 12 hits, 11 singles, 1 double. No home runs, obviously, on the season. He's walked 6 times and struck out 4 times. Lawson Phillips is a second on the team with a second on the team is Carson Mulder with a .321 batting average. Carson has had 9 hits so far on the season, 9 singles. He has walked 8 times and struck out 8 times as well. And then third on the team is Lawson Phillips with 32 at-bats, 12 runs scored, 10 hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, and a triple. He has walked 10 times and struck out 5 times. The pitching staff, if you take a look at the innings pitched, leading the team in innings pitched is Lawson Phillips. He's got 17 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 15 hits. They've scored 10 runs. All 10 have been earned. That's an ERA of 4.04. 15 walks, 17 strikeouts so far on the season, and no hit by pitch. Second on the team with pitching is number 8, Zach Hoffman. When you talk about innings, again, Zach is 0-2 for a record. Going back to Lawson Phillips, he is 2-0, and he also has a save. Zach Hoffman has given up 20 hits, 23 runs, 17 of those runs earned an ERA of a 9.92, 11 walks, and 10 strikeouts so far on the season. Coach, who's pitching today? Zach Hoffman will be on the mound as the starter today for the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and we will come back and take a look at some of the statistics for the home team, the Oakfield Mighty Oaks. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream here. Let's take a look at some information here about the home team, the Oakfield Mighty Oaks. Currently, their record is 2-7. They're on a pretty much of a rebuild this year. But if you take a look at it, we're going to see you can see their schedule, who they have played. We'll talk about some of those teams so far that they have played, and they've got some losses too. They've given up. They've had 51 hits, no home runs on the season. Their batting average is a .224 as a team. Their pitching staff has an earned run average of a .396. They've had 30 walks and 36 strikeouts. And in conference, we saw that they're sitting at 2-4, currently in fourth place in the Trailways East. But let's take a look at some of the teams that they have lost to in their game schedule. They lost to Campbellsport, who currently has 1 loss over in the Flyway. And the Flyway is an incredibly tough conference in baseball and softball this year. They split with Hustisford, which again, Hustisford, you can see, is up there right behind CWC and right ahead of Oakfield. They beat them the first time 10-1, and then they lost 7-5. Horicon is in first place in the conference. They lost 4-0, and then they lost 3-2. Again, that's really close games there, but Horicon, again, is a solid team this year. And they split with Lourdes. I think that loss to Lourdes on Thursday, the 24th, really hurt them as far as maybe some of their confidence and where they were sitting at, because then they took out a Cambria-Friesland team. And again, Cambria is a very athletic team this year, and they lost to them 8-1. And then Mayville is always strong when it comes to baseball and softball, and they lost to them 7-3 at Mayville. So it's not like they've been blown out. You take away just the one game that they had against Campbellsport, where they lost 12-6 the first game of the season. Everything has been close here for Oakfield. They just haven't been able to close the door so far to get those different victories. Let's take a look at some of the team statistics here for Oakfield. Currently, they've had 44 hits on the season, 44 runs, 33 of those earned. As far as the pitching staff, .396 earned run average. No home runs. They've walked 30 batters, and they've had 36 strikeouts, 3 hit by pitch, and a whip of a 1.27. So that's pretty solid as far as walks and runs, and hits getting on base for this Oakfield team. You take a look at their hitting, their 220 at-bats, and we're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email Crusader Boosters, WC@WC.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
The Rock Golf Club combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front nine play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 92032.
Welcome back here to Oakfield, getting ready here for first pitch here at Bob Redmond Field. It is Bob, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Couldn't tell whether that's a B or an R because the R and the B look pretty close to me over there on the sign, and I thought when I read it, the plaque that was out front that it said Bob, and was it Rose? The wife? Yeah, the Redmond. Rose, yeah. Okay. That they have a nice memorial here for them. And joining me again here on the broadcast also is the Dr. Cameron Hitcher.
Baseball on the brain.
Yeah. On the mound, if you want to give us the starting lineups here as who's the defensive starts.
Absolutely. Pitching for the Oaks, Mitchell Moser, number 10. Catcher, number 19, James Kautzer. Over at first base, number 35, Owen Lawson. Second, number 8, Brody Colleen. Over at third, number 44, Alex Erber. Shortstop, Carson Fisher, number 2. Over in left field, Henry Dreskowski, number 12. Center field, Bo Bile, number 21. And in right field for the Oaks, number 3, Jack Fisher, rounding out their starters.
And leading things off here for Central Wisconsin Christian is going to be
Lawson Phillips, number 4, be in center field. Up behind him, the catcher, number 2, Brant Billy. Batting third, number 5, left fielder Jacob Skama. In the hole cleanup, number 25, first baseman Gavin Goldade. Right field, number 13, Ryer Greenfield. Third base, number 12, Jackson Butine. On the bump for the Crusaders, number 8, Zach Hoffman. DH, Sam Greenfield, hitting for Levi Phillips at second. And number 6, the shortstop, Carson Mulder, rounding out the 9 for the Crusaders at the plate.
This should be a good contest. I'm really looking forward to it. These are 2 communities and 2 programs and 2 schools that we absolutely love to follow here. I feel invested in both of them, so I think that this is going to be a pretty exciting contest. We know a lot of the boys that are out here, so we're pretty excited about that.
Absolutely. Always a good contest between CWC and Oakfield. I don't care what the sport is. My wife's a CWC alumni, and I heard stories. First pitch, hit, put in play, Lawson Phillips. Ground out to third, Alex Herbert.
Good play over there as Herbert fires across the diamond over to the first baseman to get the out. So there is a quick feature. I'll show you that too. I don't know if you saw that before on the out. I'm learning a little bit more about the program as well. Unfortunately, my iPad didn't update. Up now is number 2, Brant Billy, the catcher.
Watches that one high.
Ball 1. Here's the second pitch in there by Mosier. That's going to be a little bit, right on the outside edge. I thought it might be a little bit low. Caught it right at the knees. 1-1.
The ball had a little bit of movement on it, I believe. Dropped away from him there.
Got our outfield camera. Thank you to Cameron for getting that set up. That curveball didn't quite break in there. 2-1.
Billy hits that one right back up the middle. It finds a hole through. Easy single.
Base hit is first run for Billy, and unfortunately I wasn't paying attention to my switcher, so I didn't switch it in time. But I do have the main, the instant replay working, which is awesome. Goldade.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
First pitch to Skalma. He's swinging right up the middle for him as well.
Here comes Skalma with a base hit up the middle, puts runners at first and second with 1 out. Brings up Gavin Goldade. Ryder Greenfield on deck.
Nice job of offensive hitting here so far for the Crusaders. With only 1 down, runners sitting at first and second. Right down the middle to Goldade for a strike. 0-1. Billy sitting over. Did no courtesy came in for Billy? He's running for himself?
Absolutely.
Okay. That looked like a pretty good pitch there. Really can't see 100% as the umpire standing right there. Perfect shot of him.
Doing his job.
Yep, absolutely.
Goldade again, right back up the middle. Solid piece of hitting for the Crusaders. They're going to send Billy, and he stands up at home.
Good piece of hitting here so far. Not trying to do too much with the pitches to, I guess you'd call the ace of the staff here in Mitchell Mosier.
Brings up Greenfield, Jackson Buchanan on deck.
Ryder Greenfield, first lefty in for the Crusaders.
Little bit high. Ball 1. What position does Ryder play?
Right field.
Right field. I'm not doing a book because I can't write with my right hand. That's going to be popped into the air. Center fielder's going to grab a hold of it. They're going to try and tag on him. Here comes the relay. Oh, did not quite flip it in time, as that one went out of the hand of number 2 for Oakfield, Carson Fisher.
Skalma moves up to third base. Brings up third baseman Jackson Buchanan with the pitcher, Zach Hoffman on deck.
Jackson Buchanan coming up to bat here for CWC with 2 outs, 1-0 already. Runners at the corners. Goldade and Skalma. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1 is the count to Jackson Buchanan. Third baseman for the Crusaders. Takes a big swing at that one, misses. 0-2.
I think that one had him on his toes a little bit there.
I think Mosier had him fooled with that pitch. For the Mighty Oaks, they need to get out of this one right now, and he gets him out there. A good catch. I believe that was a foul strikeout, but it doesn't matter. It's an out. 1 run on 3 hits, I believe it was.
Yep.
No errors, and 2 left on. After 1/2 inning, your score is 1-0. We'll be back here with the Mighty Oaks coming up to bat on Jeff's live stream.
621.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you. Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Due up first for the Oaks, number 2, shortstop Carson Fisher.
Let's take a look at the defensive setup here for the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders.
On the hill for the Crusaders, number 8, Zach Hoffman. Behind the plate, number 2, senior Brant Billy. Over at first base, number 25, Gavin Goldade. At second base, number 7, freshman Levi Phillips. Junior Carson Mulder, number 6, at shortstop. Senior Jackson Butine, number 12, over at third. Senior Jacob Skalma in left field, number 5. Junior Lawson Phillips in center, number 4. And over in right field, number 13, senior Ryer Greenfield.
What's interesting about this contest, again, Cameron, is that after they get done today, win or lose, whoever it happens to be, they play again on Thursday. And guess what? We're covering that one as well.
Stand is open, and the battery for the Crusaders will
Yes.
Concession stand is open, and boy, it smells good.
It does. And what I heard is
Carson Fisher, followed by the pitcher, Mitchell Moser.
I heard AD Doug Mock say he's girding burgers for us here.
That's
up here,
what I
so
heard.
That's too. That's awesome.
Here's the first pitch to Carson Fisher. That one back in play. Shortstop Carson Mulder. Good field. Goldade with a nice stretch.
Dug that one out of the dirt to get the out, and I already had it where I needed it, and I missed it, so my apologies. Off to a good start for both of the first hitters.
Absolutely.
We missed them.
Not watching any pitches here today. Mitchell Moser at the plate for the Oaks.
It's in there for a ball. 1-0.
Interesting windup here from Hoffman. That head really whips around there.
Ball 2 a little bit low.
Looking at Sue through some of his stats earlier, I believe he was leading the team in walks.
He was. Inside, ball 3 to the leadoff hitter and the pitcher today, Mitchell Moser. Draws the walk. Moser has good speed here, so it wouldn't surprise me to see him taking off.
Catcher
Test the
19,
arm.
James Kautzer up at the plate, seeing if he can't move Moser around. He gets the sign. Hoffman keeping a close eye on Moser.
Fourth straight ball, right?
Yep.
Fifth,
one,
yeah. I couldn't
Those
remember if
four
the first
walked
one
him.
is. Yep. Here comes the pitch. There's one in there for a strike. 1-1. Nobody out, right?
No outs.
Oh, no, there was. That was the first one.
That's right,
Yep.
yeah, Carson. That's
My
right.
apologies. Yep. I should not doubt.
Carson to Carson.
Shouldn't doubt the man sitting here. He's on top of it. One ball, one strike. That was a good throw over there. Try and keep Moser close. Again, good speed. He's going to take off. That's going to get away, and he's going to turn, I would assume, and head towards third. Nope, decides not to. Good hustle play there by Brant Billy to go get the ball.
Moser moves up on a wild pitch.
2-1 is the count. Thanks again to everybody who's joining us here on the broadcast. We're glad that we have the opportunity to bring this to you. Here's the pitch, throws back, throws it into center field. That's going to allow Moser now to head over to third base.
All right, how do we score that one in here, Joe?
So that's going to be a throwing error, so it's going to be an error, and it'll be on the pitcher. So runner is safe. Error. Yep. On the pitcher. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball, and perfect. 3-1. I'm not sure what why he was trying to pick him off over there. I mean, it's not a game situation where you need to do that. That's in there for a strike to Kautzer, 3-2. 1 out. Moser sitting over here. The tying run is over at third base with only 1 out. There's the pitch. Fouls that one off for the number 3 hitter for the Oaks. What a beautiful day for baseball. It was a little bit windy at first, but it seems like it's dying down a little bit as the sun starts to go down. About 60 degrees, I'm guessing. And a big swing for the strikeout. A good pitch there by Zach Hoffman. 2 down now for the Mighty Oaks.
Big Owen Lawson up at the plate for the Oaks here.
Number 4 hitter.
Looking to drive in. Moser over at third.
Right at the knees in there for a strike. 0-1. Hoffman ahead in the count. From the windup. Not sure if that missed inside or outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Coach calls it inside. On the outside edge again at the knees. 1-2. Here's a pitch for Hoffman. Fouls off to stay alive. Still keeps the count at 1-2. Right now it looks like Hoffman's got Owen Lawson fooled up there at the plate. Reaches out for that one, and it's going to be a grounder over to the second baseman. Fires across the diamond and gets the out. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Oh, 1 error, my apologies. After 1 complete, your score is 1-0. The Oaks trailing CWC. We'll be back.
And Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holz Realtor.
King Manufacturing.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field here in Oakfield. The Crusaders with a 1-0 lead over the Oaks. They did a fantastic job in that first inning, Cameron, jumping all over Mitchell Moser with 3 hits in that inning.
First 6 batters got out and able to get a bat on the ball, get it in play. That bodes well for the start of the second inning. See if Zach Hoffman can help himself out there on the mound. A little bit of a struggle there in that first half inning.
They did a great job, though. Those balls that were hit were right up the middle. Every one of them was a clean base hit. Coming up here for Central Wisconsin Christian is number 8, Zach Hoffman. Sam Greenfield's on deck. Carson Mulder in the hole. First pitch is in there for a ball to Hoffman. Looking to help out his own cause right now. Thanks again for joining us here. It's going to be hit on the ground. Right to the shortstop, fielded cleanly across the diamond. Gets the easy out. On the quick 6-3 put out. A little bit quicker.
A little bit quicker.
Brings up number 34, Sam Greenfield.
DHing for Levi.
Here's the pitch. A little bit high by Mitchell. 1-0. Here's the next pitch. Just a little bit low. 2-0. Sam, I have to say, has had a pretty good year athletically. I mean, he's always solid academically. We know that. Makes a big cut there. 2-1. But he's really come into his own this year athletically. Again, I don't know what he did in the fall. I don't know if he played soccer or not, but definitely know that he did a fantastic job in basketball season. He's been doing okay here in baseball so far. Behind in the count now, 2-2, or even in the count.
Sam is one of those guys you would just love to have on a team. I don't care what the team is. Strikeout looking there, not what you want.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about him.
Maybe not.
I don't believe in that announcer's jinx, but there's been more evidence recently that says that it possibly could exist, but I still am not buying into it right now. It's going to bring up number 6, Lawson Phillips.
Carson Mulder.
Oh, Carson Mulder, thank you. That's going to be pop fly over towards the first baseman. It's going to be Owen Lawson's going to grab a hold of it and get the out. 3 up and 3 down. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on after 1.5 your score, 1-0. Coming up is the home team, the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. We'll be back.
Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
Number 12, Henry Dreskowski up for the Oaks, starting things off left fielder. See if Hoffman can have a little better start to this inning. Able to find that strike zone. There it is. What were you saying about the announcer's curse?
What? Doesn't exist? Yep, you're right.
We're gonna speak it positively for these boys.
There you go.
Foul ball there.
It's a good inning there for Moser on the mound, and Zach Hoffman trying to have the same thing right here. So far, he's got the good start, 0-2. That one there for a ball, 1-2. Pitch by Hoffman.
That one sent right back up the middle.
Henry Dreskowski with the leadoff base hit up the middle.
Base hit for a single for Dreskowski. Runner over at first base now.
Brody Colleen on deck.
Brings up the center fielder for the Mighty Oaks, Bo Bile.
Bo Biles, another one. I know he made a big impact last year, but this year getting to see him play a lot more football in the fall, basketball through the winter. Excited to see him out here on the diamond.
It's the first chance I've had a chance to see any of these teams. Have you? I think you've seen a couple of the CWC baseball, right? One game.
One of their games so far. Bile fouls that one away.
Good cut there by Bo. 0-1.
Just foul there down the third base line.
Had that one timed out well, but just pulled it. A little bit of change of pace there thrown by Hoffman. 0-2, way ahead of Bile. Base hit at least.
Skalma unable to get to it over and left. Bile will stand up at second.
With the double. Down the base, right down the left field baseline. Good job there. Post showing the technique out there while he's sitting on the bases, showing that it was a good golf swing.
Third baseman Alex Erber on deck.
Gonna bring up Brody Colleen. With nobody out, runners at second and third for the Mighty Oaks. First pitch into Colleen in there for a strike. Draskowski sitting here at third. Bile over at second base. Wind picking up a little bit now. You can see the shirts flapping in the wind. 1-1. Outside, 2-1 to Colleen. Boy, the diamond looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's greened up nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful field.
You're hosting a sectional? Nice.
That one a little high and inside.
Just baseball, no softball?
Just baseball. Yep. Softball, I think it was the Mineral Point, if I recall correctly.
3 and
behind
2.
that one.
Yeah. Good pitch there by Hoffman. Colleen pulled his head a little bit on that swing as well. Did a better job there keeping his chin down on the shoulder. Fouls that one back. Yeah, I would bet. An old style ball diamond again with a long to the backstop, and Colleen's going to go down swinging for the strikeout. Nice pitching there by Hoffman. First out.
Third baseman number 44, Alex Erber, up at the plate for the Oaks.
Runner still at second and third.
That one low and away.
That'll be plenty of time. Nice pitch in there by Hoffman, 1-1. Herbert dancing around in there just a little bit with both feet.
Turns
Picked
that
over
one.
there by Butine, fires across the diamond. Goldade pulls it out of the dirt, but not before the run scores for the Mighty Oaks.
Alex Erber with an RBI sack, 5-3. Runner moves up to third base, run scores, and we're knotted at 1.
One apiece here so far. Runner still out there in Bo Biles sitting at third base.
Fielder, Jack Fisher with the shortstop, Carson Fisher on deck.
Big swing there by Jack Fisher. Just a freshman. One and one. Good velocity. I mean, you should have that. Hoffman's got to be, what, 6'2", I'm guessing, out there? Lanky. Good pitch. 1-2. If you're an Oaks fan, you don't want to leave both sitting out here at third. If you're going to strand a runner, you don't mind stranding him at first and second, but at third, you hate it. And going down, swinging for the third out is Jack Fisher. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 left on.
1 left on.
And no errors.
No errors.
After 2 complete here from Bob Redmond Field, your score is 1 apiece. We'll be back here on Just Livestream.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service, serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today, 920-346-TIRE.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@wc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field in beautiful Oakfield, Wisconsin. Top of the third. Leading off for the Crusaders, top of the lineup, number 4, Lawson Phillips at the plate. Grounded out to third last time.
Lawson Phillips, Billy and Skalma. Phillips, Billy and Skalma.
First pitch strike, hanging that curve in there. 0-1 to Phillips. Billy on deck, Skalma in the hole. High ball 1. Phillips having a great junior season for the Crusaders thus far. 2-1. That one just outside.
Ooh.
3-1 the count to Phillips. Leaning out of the way of that one. Phillips will get a walk. Billy with a single up the middle last time. Got a runner in front of him this time. See if he can move him around. Moser from the stretch. Got him on that first pitch curve there.
Billy had a base hit the first time.
Right back up the middle. Phillips is gone. Throw, no throw.
Good jump there by Phillips for the stolen base.
Good use of that speed. Two and one the count to Billy.
Good change of pace. Had Billy out on that front foot reaching for it. 2-2 is the count. Very similar to how things started in the first inning here for the Crusaders, except for it's going to be hit into a flare Texas League single over there on the right-hand side. Bobbles the ball, and Phillips is going to score.
Billy with a base hit to right field. Run scores on an error.
And it's now 2-1 for the Crusaders of Central Wisconsin Christian. Nobody out. Jacob Skalma coming up. He had a single up the middle as well.
Left fielder Jacob Skalma up.
Moser steps off. What's that? Goldade. Yep. Goldade. Yep.
Skalma gets out of the way of that one. 0-1. 1-0, excuse me.
Two and 0. Mitchell struggling a little bit today.
Swing finds a gap as Billy was trying to get the steal. That one will come up over the glove. Billy rounds third. He is up at home. They're going to say safe at second as well.
Ooh, I thought it was a lot closer. I don't know what that infield umpire, where was he? Way back to the pitcher's mound. I'm not sure what he was that far back for. But the run's going to score, and it's now 3-1 with nobody out.
Gavin Goldade, see if he can repeat. Hit one up the middle last time as well. First pitch high.
Bobbled out there in center field there by Bo Bile.
Really big swing there by Goldade.
1-1.
And not even close. Watches that one high.
2-1. Mitchell falling behind in the count one more time. Goldade steps in. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to right side. That probably will give Skama a chance to advance. Tries to tag up. Throw from right field now gets in instead of using the cutoff.
Skama moves up to third base. Brings up Ryder Greenfield.
That's the first out in the inning for the Oaks. Brings up Ryder Greenfield.
He had one deep in the center, but was caught at his first at-bat. He watches strike one. Foul ball.
The offense here for Central Wisconsin Christian has really had things timed up here on Mitchell today.
Bats are waking up.
0-2. Kind of a protect, excuse me, swing. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a strike or not. It was right there at the letters, so make sure you get a piece of it to stay alive at the plate. 0-2. Here comes the pitch by Mosier. Ooh, a little bit of a breaking ball that hung. 1-2. Oaks trailing by 2 runs here in the top of the third, still with only 1 out. Ryder goes on that one and gets the strikeout, swinging for the second out.
Jackson Butine up for the Crusaders. Pitch
First.
One in for a strike.
Zach Hoffman on deck.
Tyne with another pop fly out into right. Fisher easy under that one.
Got 2 runs scored.
2 hits, couple errors, and 1 left. Into 2.5.
2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. After 2.5 complete, your score from Bob Redmond Field is 3-1 for the Crusaders. Coming up are going to be the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. To lead things off, it's going to be Carson Fisher.
Top of the lineup.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field as we get ready for the bottom of the third. Leading things off is going to be Carson Fisher. And then
Mitchell Moser, James Kautzer, and Owen Lawson. Top of the lineup due in for the Oaks here. See if they can make something happen.
trailing by 2. Zach Hoffman with that first pitch to the outside. Ball 1. Why don't you go ahead and call this inning if you can see?
Sure. Yep. Ball 2 high and outside there. Hoffman working from behind. Ball 3.
Little bit tight. Carson pulled those hands inside, didn't want to take one on the wrist.
Able to get him there. 3-1. Count to Fisher. Ball 4 in the dirt.
Carson Fisher draws the leadoff walk, brings up the pitcher, Mitchell Moser, and the catcher, James Kautzer on
Mitchell
deck.
Moser, see if he can
1 on, no 1 out.
help out the Oaks here. Help his cause as well. Gain a couple back here. Low and inside, ball 1. Pickoff attempt. Fisher able to slide back in. That one gets by Billy in the dirt. Fisher will stand up at second.
Fisher moves up on a wild pitch. It's a runner at second base, nobody out.
Two 2-0 the count to Moser.
Fooled Moser right there. He thought for sure that was a ball. Good pitch there by Zach Hoffman. That's run where you want that, right in the meat.
Three and 1. Runners on first and second. As Hoffman put Moser on. Up now for the Oaks, number 19 catcher James Kautzer.
Zach had a good start, but now we talked about it before. He's the leading walks.
That control has been an issue for him this season. Gets that one in there for a strike.
Maybe we just need to say that so that he can continue to throw strikes to prove us wrong.
Absolutely. Had an issue with throwing, getting it across the plate. Another pickoff here at second. Fisher able to crawl back in.
I just don't like that throw. over there. There's no need for it right now.
At this point in the game, I don't understand it either.
You miss that, you're running the runners up, and now you're taking yourself out of a potential double play situation as well as a force.
Fouled that one off. Counts are out in front of it. 0-2.
James, just a junior.
This would be the go-ahead run at the plate for the Oaks. That one's in play over to third base. Butine fields it. Tries for the double. He steps on third.
Boy, I thought he
safe at first is the call.
Coach grounds into a fielder's choice for the first out. 5 unassisted, puts runners at first and second with 1 out. Owen Lawson, the batter. Henry Druskowski on deck.
Yep, didn't just hit done. Didn't get that out. That was safe.
Okay.
So, right there. Yep. Runners stay.
Carson Fisher was out at third.
Yep.
And he stayed at second.
First pitch in there is for a ball. That's going to be hit into the air. Shortstop going back is going to drop it. Will they get the force? They do. It's not an infield fly because it was outside of the infield. Infielder gets the ball or drops out of the hand.
It's calling that one error.
Yeah. Well, technically, it would be a fielder's choice because
6-5 on the out, brings up
on the out, but I do think it still is an E6. I think it's got to go E6. There's a good hard hit to the center fielder. Ryan reaching over and grabbing a hold of it. Getting the out is Lawson Phillips.
All right, I got to catch back up here.
Yep. We'll step aside here. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. And we'll be back after these messages.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shunjones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Up for the Crusaders, number 8, the pitcher, Zach Hoffman, to start things off. Sam Greenfield on deck, Carson Mulder in the hole.
Mitchell starts out ahead here with the first pitch in there for a strike.
Pitch counts fairly even here so far.
What are we at? Approximately.
46, 47 for Moser, 53 for Hoffman.
Okay. Oh, what a change of pace right there by Mitchell. Maybe he's finally getting the feel of it right now. 1-2.
Hoffman takes a poke at that one, fouls it off.
Keeps the count at 1-2 for Zach Hoffman. Mosier with a pitch. A little bit high. That's where they were calling for it. And James Kautzer behind the plate. So let's see if we can get him to chase some high heat. Zach does not, stays home.
That one is in play to center.
Right there's Bo Bile to get underneath it. Gets the out for the Oaks. Boy, that is a long ways out there for that camera shot. I don't know how you'd even fix that.
Greenfield at the plate for the Crusaders. Behind pitch number 1 for a strike.
I think Mitchell's starting to feel it right now here on the bump for the Oaks, getting ahead.
Does look like he's settling into a nice rhythm.
Sam right there dancing a little bit with his feet. He needs to get himself set.
Gets that one, squeaks it through the infield.
That'll be a base hit. Good job there. So just as I was talking bad about him, he comes up and hits a base hit.
Carson Mulder, see if he can get his first hit of the day. Move Sam around. Mulder with the bunt, and it will roll foul.
That is the first bunt attempt that we've seen, and that surprises me because of the speed that you have on both of these teams.
Absolutely. Makes it fun to watch.
But they also both have been hitting, so I guess you just stay with what your offense can do right now.
Mulder gets the sign. Greenfield a decent lead over at first. Strike 2 in for Moser.
Good pitch there by Mitchell outside, a little bit high. Oh, nice breaking ball there by Mitchell Moser. And gets Mulder looking.
He was not sure what to do with that one.
Brings up the top of the order, the center fielder, Phillips. Billy on deck.
Back to the top of the order for the Crusaders. Lawson Phillips at the dish.
Nice 6-12 breaking ball.
Decent grounder up the middle.
Fielder's choice to get the out. It's going to be 6-4 on the putout. No runs on no errors. One left on. After, and one hit, sorry about that. And after 3.5 complete, your score 3-1 for the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. We'll be back for the Mighty Oaks coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field here in Oakfield in Village Park.
3-1, Crusaders on top so far.
Coming up here on the bottom of the fourth, that looks like that's Bo Bile.
Big Bo Bile, 21. Looking to continue on his success thus far. A nice shot down the left field line in his first at-bat.
Brody Colleen will be up next, and then Alex Erber is in the hole.
Hoffman able to start ahead this time. In for strike number 1 on Bile.
Cannot overstate, I don't think, how important it is for, especially at the high school level, to get ahead in the count, to try and battle back. You just typically don't have the pitching ball movement to keep your hitters off balance that much if they know that the next pitch has to come in there almost as a strike. Bile fouls that one off. Keeps the count at 0-2. The Oaks are trailing the Crusaders here 2-0. A great job here by the team in blue.
Wow, steady battling up there. Fouls another one off.
Does a nice job there, keeping his head down on the ball. Once again, 5 straight pitches that are strikes.
Has been a rarity for Hoffman to string that many together.
Yeah, you'd almost want him to throw junk right here.
There it was, right on cue. Oh, you said junk, not a ball.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Leaves that one up there. Could kind of see he dropped that arm down, that arm angle changed. Instead of coming down, it floated straight across. 2-2.
Heads up.
Good cut there by Bo Bile.
Racking up that pitch count. Making Hoffman work for it. That one's in the dirt. Full count to Bile.
What a good piece of hitting here by Bo.
He has certainly seen the full arsenal from Hoffman. Not much he could be hiding right now. Bile can catch up enough to put it in play. There it is. Out in the left field.
Drops in there for a base hit. What a great job of battling at the plate for Bo Bile until he gets the pitch that he wants, pulls it right down the left field line, and gets the base hit.
Base hit brings up the second baseman, Brody Colleen. Third baseman, Alex Erber on deck.
What a good contest we have here. And you know what? We get to do it again on Thursday.
Change the scenery and the same teams.
It will be over at Schlebe.
Brody Colleen pulls back
CWC
for ball 1 on that bunt.
One and 0.
Two and 0. That one's in the dirt. That one high. 3-0. Count to Colleen.
Geez, I sure hope that Zach didn't use all of his strikes up against Bo.
He's certainly looking that way right now.
Brody doing his best to to create the distraction. It seemed to have worked. 4 straight pitches.
Absolutely. That
For the
arm
walk.
just dropped. You saw it.
Yep.
I talked about that before. That arm angle Dropped way off on that one.
Got a coach's visit. We're going to step aside. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field. Up to bat now is number 44, Alex Erber. Nobody out.
No out. Runners on first and second.
Trailing by 2 runs are the Oaks. Deep breath here by Zach Hoffman. Comes right back in, throws a strike.
That's what you want to see. I know Coach Smith does. You take the time to go out there and have a conversation. That next pitch better be a strike.
I'm sure he walked in there and he said, trust your defense. Just throw strikes. Let them get in there, and if they're going to hit the ball, they hit the ball, but trust your defense.
Absolutely. There it is. I don't know what he said, but so far so good.
0-2. Probably telling him to stay up on top, as we were noticing the dropping that arm angle, stay on top of the ball, follow through. Base hit there by Erber. They're going to hold Bo Bio, so bases are going to be loaded.
Two-base hit to left field, loads the bases.
It's going to bring up
the right fielder, Jack Fisher, and we're back to the top of the order. And
number 3,
Fisher.
Jack Fisher, the right fielder. Runners all over the bases.
And no outs. Tough position
Potential
here
for
the
a
Crusaders.
big inning.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be outside for a ball. 1-0. You just want Fisher to make contact where it doesn't hit into a double play. Use some speed. And if you're Zach Hoffman or a Crusader fan, you want that. You want to fire some strikes, see if you can get them out yourself, and then get them to entice them into a double play ball. 1-1. Good pitch right there as well. 1-2. Zach Hoffman will take the sit down right here. And he gets him looking. 3 straight pitches.
Right on cue.
There's your 1 out that you need. If you're a Crusaders fan, you keep your infield in tight if you're here. I mean, that's what I would do. I'm not sure why he's backing him up, but you want to see if you can get that kind of that double play set up here.
You're right back at the top of the lineup as well. Ball 1 high and inside.
See, you have to have a key word here, Doug, like that's in the dirt. Good stop there by Billy. That gets past and run is scoring 2-0. So Tom Hagstrom used to have a signal at when he would announce that, pick me up or get one of those pieces of pizza over there at the concession stand. That student knew that they had to run one up to him. In tight, 3-0. So you got to train somebody over there that when they hear that, when you're saying a concession stand, they need to bring you 2 hot dogs and a cold soda.
We've got the privilege of having Oakfield athletic director up here with us in the booth today, running the scoreboard, and we're trying to convince him he's got to get the student body involved. They got to pick up on that cue and get him a hot dog or a slice of pizza up here. That one.
4 straight pitches. So he goes with a ball, throws 3 strikes, gets the out, now comes back with 4 balls to get the walk. And it's now 3-2, still with only 1 out. And this will be it for Hoffman and the second visit. We'll step aside and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream. And if you're out there, Doug Mock needs a hot dog.
This is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field here. Pitching change coming in to pitch is going to be Lawson Phillips. And at the plate is going to be Mitchell Moser. Zach Hoffman's going to head out to center field. Can you give me Zach's final stats? If you check his stats there, see what his pitching stats were. How many balls, how many strikes, how many hits?
35 balls, 43 strikes, 78 pitches. Gave up 2 runs, 4 strikeouts, and 4 hits, and 5 walks.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that cannot happen. He's got to work on getting that control, keep those walks under control here. Base is still loaded. That's going to be a strike down low at about the shin. 2-1. To Mitchell. Bases loaded with 1 out. Opportunity here for Oaks to take the lead with a base hit.
Tough spot to come in for Phillips. Bases loaded and only 1 out.
Mitchell wanted that one. Pulled his head just a little bit over, swung, makes it 2-2. Let's see what Lawson is able to come up with here for the Crusaders. See if he can shut them down. Get the out on one of their best hitters. And he does. Good pitch there. Gets the strikeout. And that's the 2nd out.
Easy bag opportunity here for the Crusaders. Kautzer seeing if he can add a few to this total for the Oaks.
Kautzer 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
Strikeouts swinging and a fielder's choice. That's going to be hit well. Right to Jacob Skalma out in left field. He's going to grab a hold of it to get the out.
Kautzer flies out to left for the 3rd out.
One run on.
Stats up here. I don't know how you tell it on this one.
It'll say a hit.
Oaks get 1 run on 2 hits.
It looks like on
2 hits.
Yep, 2 hits. 3 left on and no errors. After 4 complete, your score is 3-2. We'll be back.
Angling only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email Crusader Boosters, wearewc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
Welcome back. That's going to be hit right to Mitchell Moser. He's going to grab it over and flip it over to the first baseman, and I'm still a little bit late on that for the 1-3 putout. One pitch, one out. Brings up the left fielder, Jacob Skalma, who just got that last out here for the Crusaders. 3-2 is the score. We have a great game here, and I talked about it early in the pregame that I expected this to be a fantastic contest. These two teams, I figured we'd be pretty close. That's going to be hit. Bobile trying to track it down, gets over there and reaches out there with the long wingspan and gets the out in center field. For the second out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. That is going to help Mosier on the pitch count. I'll have to see if you have a number there on the pitch count for Mosier.
Right at 60 if I haven't missed any.
That pitch is in there for a strike to Gavin Goldade, the first baseman. Yeah, go ahead.
1 for 2 today, a single and a pop fly.
Good pitch right there.
One.
It's never good when you look at the pitch and then you turn around to look at the umpire to see what he's going to call. That typically means he's calling a strike. Mm-hmm. And then you can't be upset when he does. And freezes Goldade. Mitchell Moser suddenly heating things up there. 5 pitches in that inning.
That's a quick
to get
inning
3
right
outs. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody on. And after 4.5, your score is 3-2. The Crusaders of Central Wisconsin Christian with the lead. Let's see what they can do here on the defensive side. We'll be back.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Oh, Katie's Log Cabin is open, but it's... Oh, perfect. So we can grab something to eat here. Awesome. Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field. We're just having a conversation. I'm learning a whole bunch about Oakfield again. We are so happy that we have been so welcomed here, that we absolutely love coming to Oakfield. It doesn't matter what sports they are right now. We just love the opportunity to come here and get to interact with the fans and the families and the kids here, much like we teach at CWC, so we already have that connection there. We know that, but we're finding out more things about how this community operates here, knowing that it's Village Park here, and that Katie's Log Cabin is actually contracted out to run the concession stand here. So we talked about going to Katie's, but if we can get something right here,
to us.
Right, they brought it right to us. Up now is number 35 for the Oaks, Owen Lawson.
Phillips in there with strike 1.
Getting ahead in the count. He has come in and done the job that he is needed to do. Trying to hold on and get the save.
Oh, they were hoping they could get a little bit more out of Hoffman. Lawson able to reach out, put the bat on that one. Soft grounder to second.
Good play there. That should be one of those quick out things as well.
Forget about that.
Yeah, that's only because you haven't used it. So that's just why I'm reminding you. I'm not scolding. I'm teaching.
I mean, this digital scorekeeping is a lot easier.
For you. It does a good job of keeping overall running stats. I mean, I could not give you probably just give me a random batting average. I couldn't do that probably right now. Hit hard. In the gap, all the way out to the fence by number 12, Henry Draskowski for the double.
Henry stays hot with a one-out double in the gap. Puts a runner at second with one out, brings up the center fielder, Bo Bile, Brody Colleen on deck.
Going to bring up for the Mighty Oaks.
Bo Bile 2 for 2 so far. 2 hard hit balls down the left field line. Looking for that three-peat here.
Looking good at the plate.
And battled for a long at-bat last time at the plate.
Oh, nice hit there. Foul. So I was watching here because I like to, again, I get to get a little further into the weeds. I spend a lot of time coaching Caleb, so part of my rotator reason why I have no rotator cuff is I probably threw, in my career to Caleb, I'm guessing I threw probably over 300,000 pitches to him from Little League all the way up through his high school career. And I'm watching here, and what I like about Bo Bile, and we've got a kind of a shot of it. The umpire is standing a little bit in the way. He uses the no-stride batting technique, which allows you then to keep your body as sweet still, and all you're doing is you're trying to watch those eyes. You have less movement, so the eye stays right with the ball. Loads himself back with the hips is where all the loading takes place. You don't have to worry about your feet dancing around because you've got a nice wide stance. Now, typically this is not a home run hitting stance that you have there, but good contact all the time, and you don't have to be a home run hitter.
Absolutely. Get the ball in play. Limiting those variables, get those feet still. Knows how to put the bat on the ball. Again, pulled hard, foul down the left line.
And again, because you don't have all of that movement, you can keep the head concentrating and focused on that. And you don't see, I mean, you see half and half coaches doing that. You don't see a ton of it at the pros, but you will see every once in a while, you're going to see your good hitters who are hitting right around 275, 300 at the pros. They have the same approach. That's going to be sawed off on the handle. That'll drop in there for a flared single, but a good play over there by the second baseman for Central Wisconsin Christian. Who's over there at second? I'm sorry.
Levi Phillips.
Levi Phillips gets it. But Bo got all good contact there. So no such thing as the announcer's jinx. I broke his streak by talking about what he was doing.
They've been doing the opposite of what we've been saying all day, it seems like. Colleen at the plate.
He's got the same approach. And that's going to go drop in there for a single. They're going to try and score the run. Draskowski trying to come around, and he gets in there. And we have a tie game here at Bob Redmond Field. Draskowski comes around from second and scores on the single. Now, I don't understand why Brody didn't advance to second.
Tie ball game.
Yeah, I had to.
Alex Erber at the plate for the Oaks.
Right. We know too many fundamentals, right? That's. I mean, we've seen so much baseball, and again, and coaching Little League. I actually was a high school coach when I was teaching up in Medford, so spent a couple of years up there, and you never would hear of Medford baseball. Now you do because they dropped down a division in Division II, but we had to play when we were up there. We had to play against Stevens Point and had tried to qualify over Stevens Point and Wausau, and those are your teams that you're beating to try and make it to the state tournament. Now that they've had the additional division, snap throw over there. Brody dives back in.
Throw was there in time. A little bit high. Goldade not able to get the tag down. 0-1 the count to Erber.
I think it's 0-2.
It is 2. Yeah, I missed one. Sorry about that.
No, I think it's hard when you're doing that snap throw to try and take a look to takes a big swing and gets out for the third out. So a nice job there by Lawson Phillips on the mound to battle back and get the out. But not before the damage has been done. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 left on and no errors. After 5, your score 3-3 here at Bob Redmond Field. We'll be back for the 6th.
Golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling.
Welcome back here. Hard hit ball to the right fielder, well over his head. Did not turn the hips and run backwards on Fisher out there, and that's going to be a double for Ryer Greenfields as he sent that one all the way to the fence over the head of the right fielder. What an answer there by CWC. At a tie game here, Cameron, right there was the poke that they needed to get the runner in scoring position.
Great way to start it off. Good there for Ryer after starting out 0-2.
Good contact there. And first pitch by Mitchell Moser.
So got a pinch runner in for Ryer. I know he sprained that ankle there at the end of basketball season. Cut his season a little bit shorter. It's going to get him some relief out there.
So a pinch runner, you tap on him, and then there'll be a pinch runner. Yep, that'll be number 24. Slide up. There you go. And try and find out. That'll be Ryden Perry. The freshman coming in to run.
Ryden's another good athlete coming up the ranks at CWC. Only a freshman this year, but he's excited about being in the weight room. Loads of potential. See what Butine can do at the plate this time. A fly out and a strikeout so far today.
I know what I would be doing here, but again, I also am a very unconventional coach. I would be bunting, get the runner over into scoring position, and see if they're going to force and see if they can get the out over at first. Especially if he's been 0 for 2. 1-1 is the count right now to Jackson Butine. You said a strikeout looking?
No,
swinging,
yep.
And then a pop fly. 1-1. Mosier on the mound, trying to keep that runner over at second. Good job there by Jackson, who was way out front, was able to see the changeup and just get a piece of it.
I think he got a little bit excited on that one.
Makes the count 1-2. I think Doug is ordering us supper up here. Strikeout swinging. That's why, again, why I'm using the bunt to push the runner, move the runner over into third. And then any type of contact's going to score them, whether it's a fly ball or an infielder. Infield hit. You have 1 out.
1 out, 1 on. Hoffman at the plate, 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a pop fly.
1-0. Mitchell falling behind again. He had a couple of good innings there where he was getting ahead of the hitters. Foul. 1-1. Good fielding over there by the coach, Jay Smith. Good hands. Coach, nice job. 1-1.
Moser up. This one here puts him over 70 pitches.
Don't know where that breaking ball missed. That was a good one.
Look good from this angle.
2-1.
Infield fly there. Hoffman pops up to short.
That'll be an F6. I think that is there a short, quick one on that one too? Maybe not. Probably not. So 2 down here. Brings up Sam Greenfield. He had a hit, I believe, the last time up.
Yep. Poked it through.
Moser starts him out with a curveball, 0-1.
A lot of movement up there for Greenfield in the batter's box. Love to see him get those feet still and quit dancing. 1-1.
Fouls that one off. 1-2. Got underneath it, engulfed it.
Gonna have to have a talk with his advanced PE teacher, tell him he can't be playing golf on game days.
That's right. Here comes the pitch. High, seeing if he'll chase after it. Does not. And now deuces are wild up on that scoreboard. You've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And it's a nice full house, and he gets him swinging for the 3rd out to get out of the inning after a great hit by Ryer Greenfield to get a runner over at second base, and they strand him. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 5.5, your score is 3-3. We'll be back.
Are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color.
Let's get ahead. Welcome back here to Rob Redmond Field. Let me finish that ad.
For indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
All right, now we're back here. Leading things off is the number 9 hitter, Jack Fisher, for the Oaks. Still on the mound is Lawson Phillips. Can't get the save, but can get the win. That pitch is going to be a ball. 1-0. One and one. Bring a hot dog up. 1-2. The number 9 hitter, Jack Fisher, trying to help Doug out here. Because then when he gets that up here, then I can order some burgers. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. The Dr. Cameron Hatcher is with me. Try to change of pace there. Stays up there, 2-2. How has Fisher done today?
0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. One swinging.
Inside. If that's the case, then you got to wear that, son. Makes it a full count. Ooh, fooled there by the changeup there, the breaking ball, but gets the walk.
Shortstop Carson Fisher, pitcher Mitchell Moser on deck.
Top of the order.
Back to the top for the Oaks. This has been a pretty productive part of their lineup.
How has Fisher done?
He 0 for 1 today. Ground out on a walk.
Turns to bunt. Going for a little bit of small ball, seeing if he can beat it out. Got him out. I don't know what he called. Safe.
Carson Fisher with an infield base hit, puts runners at first and second, no one out.
So in the previous inning, did Jeff Sauer say how you should try and execute to try and get the tied run or the leading run?
Let's see, where did that
That
one
counts
go
as
to?
an infield hit, just in front of, just off of the edge of the grass. Brings up Mitchell Moser. How's Mitchell been for today?
0 for 1 with 2 walks.
He was going to try and use his speed and bunt over as well. Because, again, you don't have your third baseman is not charging because he's got to stay back and hold, so you're relying on your pitcher to grab it. And I didn't see the first baseman come and charge in either. So that's a great call here to look at the bunt, play some small ball.
Perfect scenario for it.
Moser calls the time. Coach Jonah Krug over here encouraging him, get off that base. He's not going to throw back on you, at least I wouldn't.
Coach Smith reminding him, yeah, I understand the leader's trying to get a big lead there at second. But
Good
you've
bunt
got
here.
to get over to cover first. There it is.
Misses it, and there's their leading run, forcing the mistake. Potential turn. They're going to send him. They're going to send him. And there's going to be 2 who are going to score on that error.
Mitchell Moser reaches on a throwing error.
And Mitchell stays at first.
And 2 runs will score.
A little bit of small ball and see if they are going to make any mistakes. And CWC cracked. 5-3. As I was just saying, Coach, they did not. They were not pinching the first baseman or the third baseman, and they're going to go back to some small ball again. This time they'll get 1 out, but Moser's back into scoring position. Sacrifice bunt.
Second out, second base with 1 out. Owen Lawson, the batter, Henry Druskowski on deck.
Now I'm not predicting that Owen Lawson's going to bunt. Now maybe, but I don't think with 1 out and Moser sitting over at second base that you're going to bunt Lawson. Or sorry, Owen Lawson. Yes, ball. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Tough one for us to call between Oakfield and CWC.
Absolutely.
We like both of these teams. Lawson Phillips turns and fires back to hold Moser over at second base. But that was good fundamental baseball that you want to try and do to execute to get the lead, especially you are the home team. Now you just put a ton of pressure on the top of the lineup that's going to be coming up here for the Crusaders. Lawson, big hack right there, fouls that one back.
Very good situational baseball there by the Oaks for sure.
That's exactly what I wanted the Crusaders to do. When you've got Ryer Greenfield getting that double, getting him at second base, put pressure back onto the home team, do some small ball bunting. They had speed up there too. Get those runners in here. See if you can force them into throwing errors.
Got to take a time out here to brush the plate off after Lawson's getting his footing secured.
Kicked a little bit of dirt on the plate. The umpire making sure that Lawson Phillips can see it. Moser, you can see the lead that he has there at second. Here's the pitch. High and outside. 2-0.
2-1, yep. Got a foul ball in there.
That's right. My apologies. Nope, I wasn't going to say anything. Reaches back to stay alive, protecting at the plate, 2-2. Five three is the lead here for the Oaks with nobody out, still a runner over in scoring position in Mitchell Moser. And coming up as Draskowski is on deck. You go right back to some small ball after you see if Lawson can drill one here. That breaking ball in there for a ball.
Full count to Owen Lawson. Still no outs.
Full count.
One out. Oh, my apologies. Oh, yeah, we do have one out. I've got it on here.
Here's the pitch. Strike out. Good job there by Lawson Phillips to battle back and get the second out. I'm sorry.
After all that digging up there to get his footing.
Brings up at number 12.
Henry Drizkowski.
Had a good hit this last at bat, if I remember
2 for
correctly.
3 today.
Wow, what a
single,
good job
a double,
there.
and a deep fly ball. Had that double in the gap last at bat.
There's a good hit. Gap the other side into the right center gap.
Hoffman able to track that one down off of the bounce. Hold Drizkowski at first, but Moser will come in.
Good piece of hitting there by Draskowski. And now it's 6-3 for the Mighty Oaks. And it's time for us to start thinking about getting some interviews going.
Bo Biles had a big day at the plate, 2 for 3. Both of his hard shots down the left line. And here we go again. Drive. That one almost finds the gap. Hoffman able to track it down.
Wow, Bo Bile, what a day at the plate.
Drazkowski stands up at third. Bo Bile, what a day.
Unbelievable.
What a day. Runners on the corners for Brody Colleen. 2 outs, 2 on. Strike one. Hit by the pitch.
Hit batter will load the bases. Brings up Alex Herber.
Is there a hit by pitch? There it is.
Jack Fisher on deck.
Alex Herber 1 for 3 today. Ground out, a single, and a strikeout swinging. Crusaders will talk it over at the mound. And we will step aside and hear a word from our sponsor. Oh, they're back.
Guess not.
Maybe not.
Oh, it wasn't with the coach. Okay,
No, not a full talk.
Test this.
Good. First pitch to Herber here. Bases loaded. 2 outs. That one's hit straight up. Billy trying to track it down. And it'll pop out of his glove. Foul ball, strike one. Very tough play for a catcher back behind the plate. Find that one. Can't blame it on the wind, though. It has died down. Billy, another great CWC athlete, tri-sport athlete. Herber, hard shot down the line, fair
That'll
ball.
score 2.
An easy stand-up 2.
A 2 RBI base hit to left field.
Oops, sorry about that. Didn't get the switch there. Been trying to get stuff rolling. Good job there by Alex Herber.
Phillips's day is done. Let's see who will be taking the bump for the Crusaders.
Got a couple of good job in there. A couple of comments. Thank you. I did not do a good job of advocating for that today. We'll step aside and we'll come back and we'll take a look at those. New pitcher coming up here for CWC. We'll be back.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Born from a single.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field in Oakfield, Wisconsin. Jacob Skalma taking the mound for the Crusaders here, the bottom of the sixth. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. Couple of pitches left. Get things back underway here.
Jacob Skalma now pitching for the Crusaders here in the bottom
Up
of the
to bat for the Oaks, number 3, Jack Fisher.
Back at the plate, Jack Fisher. Carson Fisher on deck.
Jack, if I'm not mistaken, started this inning off, did he not? All the way around in this inning for the Oaks. Foul ball. Check swing for Fisher. That one high. Calm on the pitch. That one gets by. Three and two, the count to Fisher. Two, they're saying is the count.
Sorry about that.
Fingers are just too fast on the buttons up here. That's all. There you knew it was coming. 3-2. There we go. Fouled off. Freshman battling at the plate. Skalma trying to do what he can to get out of this inning. All 4. Load the bases. Back to the top of the lineup, Carson Fisher up for the Oaks. 1 for 2 today. 2 walks and a single. Bases back loaded again for the Oaks with an 8-3 lead. Carson fouls that one off. 0-1. Doug, if you feel like putting on a headset and commentate, knock yourself out. That one out to center field. Lawson Phillips able to track it down. Out number 3, Crusaders able to get out of there without any more damage. 3 left on.
3 left with 2 errors at the end of
2 errors in that inning for the Crusaders. We'll step aside here and hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back.
Project. WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches.
Sorry about that. Going to jump back here. First pitch to Carson Mulder. Driven right back up the middle to Moser. He handles it easily. Out number 1. Lawson Phillips at the plate for the Crusaders. Ball 1 high. Two and 0 the count to Phillips. Crusaders with a lot of work ahead of them. Fouls that one off. Definitely not wanting to get burned out there in right field this time for sure. Two and 1 the count to Phillips. Curveball just a little low. That one had me leaning from up here in the press box. That one high. Phillips thought that was his chance. A little behind. Ball 4. Phillips makes his way to first. Brant Billy up to the plate for the Crusaders. Brant looking to continue on his good day behind the plate. Oh and 1 to count to Billy. Fouls that one off, 0 and 2. Phillips is going for it. Billy fouls another one off. Don't have the stats here in front of me, but I know they like to use Lawson's speed out there on the bases. Again, Billy battling at the plate. Still 0-2. That one high. Ball one. Curve hangs a little bit. Billy a little early. Pulls it foul down the third base line. Moser's got to be getting close, around 80, 90 pitches, I would imagine. Billy yet again fouls that one off, still 1-2. Crusaders doing their best not to lay down. After a big bottom of the sixth from the Oaks. Moser finally comes set from the stretch. Yet again, Billy, another foul ball. Moser eyes the runner. Phillips is gone. They're going to get him in a pickle. And they will get Phillips in the rundown. Out number 2.
Phillips picked off the first base for the second out.
Steele went early on that. Moser able to come out of the stretch and pick him off, get him in a rundown. Easy pickings. Jeff's got the book now. That's up to him. He'll have to keep track of that one. Billy watches that one come in high. 2-2 count. Last hope at the plate here for the Crusaders. What can Billy do? Still battling at the plate. Says he wants to check all of the baseballs in rotation today. Billy finally gets one in play over here on the left side. Left field able to get up underneath that one. And that'll do it here from Bob Redmond Field. 8-3. Your Oakfield Mighty Oaks come out on top against the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. We'll step aside from a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back here with post-games interviews. I'm Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's Live Streams.
Food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Welcome back here. Cameron Hatcher with you at Bob Redmond Field. We're
I'm waiting for my thumbs up here.
Jeff
right
on
here.
the field.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field. I believe I drew a blank there. Joining me now is number 21, Bo Bile. Bo, what a day at the plate. Just talk to me about your approach up there today. I believe you were 3 for 4. So talk about your approach up there.
Coach been telling us got to approach that fastball, so just got it to it. Yeah.
Well, you did a nice job, I thought, of making some good job of all off. You were waiting until you got the pitch that you wanted. Talk about that mindset.
It sucks falling off 5 times, 6 times, but in the end we got the hit off. So
everything is pull for you. Talk to me about where does that come from? Need to pull it.
Yeah, it was kind of inside, so you just got to pull it.
Okay, talk to me. How does it feel to get this big victory over? I don't think show how you guys have been. It's the number 2 team.
It's pretty good, especially since the rivalry from basketball. So it's nice to beat them again, 4-0.
Congratulations, Bo, on the victory today. We'll see you on Thursday. Mitchell, congratulations on the mound and at the plate today. At the plate today, you were again. So talk to me about your approach at the plate.
Yeah, you're just going up there and you're trying to hit the first good pitch you see. I got walked twice, so it was kind of a struggle to get into the groove coming up to bat after 2 walks. But Coach gave me a little confidence booster with a little bunt, so yeah.
Talk to me about your day on the mound. I wouldn't say that it was a typical Mitchell Moser pitching outing, at least to start with.
Yeah, you start off with a couple hits up the middle, and you gotta stay poised and stay focused and trust your field behind you.
You typically get way ahead in the count normally, but again, you struggled a little bit, I think, in those first couple of innings, throwing a first pitch ball in there. So talk to me about how you were able to battle back from that.
Yeah, when you can't find the zone early, you just really got to take a deep breath and just pound the zone and get back to going ahead and firing strikes, make them put it in play.
You still didn't throw your 105 that you could. I had you down, I believe. Let me just double check it here. I think I had you down for 97 pitches, so you went the complete game. You had 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Again, these are all unofficial, of course. 65 strikes, 31 balls, so it's pretty efficient.
Yeah, those 3 pitches are a real arm saver, so I'll be home icing tonight.
Well, congratulations again on the victory here at home.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You bet. Good job. Henry, welcome to the postgame show.
Welcome.
Hey, nice job out there at the plate today. Just talk to me about your approach against the pitching that you saw from CWC.
When I went up there, I was looking for just a middle fastball, and I just smoked them.
You did a great job. I believe that you were also 750 today, so 3 for 4 with a single and a double and an RBI. So talk to me about, is this, right now it doesn't have you listed in the statistics to be in the top 3 for hitting for the team.
I've been hitting a lot. Good.
Talk to me about play out in the field as the defense. How are you feeling out there with Mitchell on the mound?
I'm pretty good. He's a good pitcher. I like him.
So keep you active out there. Not as much. I don't see a lot of pull out and left.
Not really. Just one today.
And you got the game-winning one. How's it feel?
Feels good. Nervous. Worth the catch.
Well, congratulations on the victory. Great job at the plate today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Coach, welcome. First time that we've had a chance to talk. So just talk to me, first of all, about how does it feel about this victory today?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, all glory to God. Well, we wouldn't be here without him.
Amen.
But, this year has kind of been a tough one with the record we got right now, but this was a huge victory. We know what we can do. Had some sophomores that didn't play a lot last year that are in new spots as juniors this year. So just kind of growing into those roles and jumping over a few hurdles that we've had.
Well, we had the conversation during the pregame about you. Take a look at your record. Yes, at 2-7, it doesn't show, but you've only got losses by only a couple of runs. So good resilience that your team showed today. Again, trailing, but came and battled all the way back.
For sure, yeah. We've talked about what we can do, like I said, and in those early innings of the game today, we had the guys on and just didn't get that clutch hit or just didn't have that clutch moment. But finally came around in that last inning.
I was going to see if I could pick up here strikeouts. You only had 6 strikeouts swinging, 1 looking. I'm trying to find the hits on here. I believe that I have you down for 11 hits, so that's pretty efficient at the plate.
Yeah, I told the guys today after our team prayer, I said I only got a couple words for you. And they have this boom box that they play on the bus, and when they turn it on, it says "Let's party." So I said, I only got a few words today. Come on in here. And I said, "Let's party." And so that was a hit party for sure.
Yeah, well, you guys did a fantastic job, so it's got to feel good to get the victory here at home.
Oh, no doubt. Yep. And I told the guys, let's not be complacent. We've gotten the first one twice now and let the second one sneak away. So going to try to stay on them this week and get that one on Thursday.
Yeah, it was a good victory against a solid CWC team, and now, like you said, you're turning around on Thursday. So how are you going to prepare the guys for that game?
Well, I was impressed with how they hit the ball too. They started the game real hot, so we know we're gonna have to keep pounding the zone because if we let those guys get on, they're gonna bring them around. So, like we said, throw strikes and good things happen. So hopefully we can do that on Thursday.
Head coach here for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield, Jonah Krug. Thanks for joining me here on the postgame show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm going to kick it back up to Cameron Hatcher up there, and we'll come back.
That was Jeff here with Jeff's live streams down on the field with our postgame interviews. We're going to step aside for a moment here. Hear another word from our sponsors.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options: appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@cwc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
Welcome back here to Bob Redmond Field. Let's take a look at our post-game show here. Look at our final results here. The final score was 8-3, but it took until the 6th inning for the Oaks from Oakfield to finally get rolling and to push some runs across. Let's take a look at, again, for the home team at the plate. They had 11 hits, 7 walks, 8 singles, 2 doubles, and they were able to push across 8 runs. And they also had 7 strikeouts, if I remember correctly. Let me see if I can find that out here. 7 strikeouts total, 6 swinging, 1 looking. Pitching for Mitchell Mosier, again, he was very efficient. You heard me talk about that in the post game. He threw a total of 97 pitches, 65 strikes, 31 balls, 7 strikeouts for Mosier with only 2 walks. So, again, a good job there. On-base percentage, 31%. And the whip, walks, hits, inning per inning, was 1.286. So, once again, that's a fantastic. Sorry about that motion out there. Let me see if I can switch it to my other camera. There we go. Let's take a look at the visiting team here. Let's take a look at the plate. Let's see how things had done there. A good job for Brant Billy. He was .500 today. Jacob Skalma, 2 for 3. Nice job again there. 7 hits for the Crusaders, 5 singles and 2 doubles. 7 strikeouts, 4 swinging, 3 looking. That's the one place that I would see stands out a little bit more compared to what was there for the Oaks, and only 2 walks. On the mound, you had 3 pitchers who had to come in to take care of this. 78 pitches thrown by Zach Hoffman, 43 strikes, 35 balls. He had 4 strikeouts and 5 walks. Lawson Phillips came in relief. He ended up throwing 29 pitches. That's why Coach pulled him. He had 11 balls, 29 strikes, 40 pitches, which means he's got to go on 2 days rest. And then he had 3 strikeouts, gave up 7 hits and only 1 walk. And then Jacob Skolma came in the bottom of the 6th. He ended up throwing 9 pitches, 5 strikes, 4 balls, and no strikeouts and only 1 walk. Your final score again from Bob Redmond Field is 8-3 for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. Let's take a look at what we got on the docket coming up here on Thursday. We're going to be in Waupun. Winneconne taking on Waupun in softball, and we're going to be back covering this game, Oakfield at CWC. We're going to cover that game as well. Then on Friday, we've got a doubleheader as well, as CWC is taking on Campbellsport out of the Flyway. That's going to be a fantastic contest. And Waupun baseball is taking on Lamira at Lamira. And right now we have that on the docket to cover as well. And you can see then next week, Monday, we've got 2 games that we're taking a look at covering. On Tuesday, there's only 1 game that's a home game that we're going to cover. And there's nothing really on the road that we're planning to cover either. And then on Thursday and Friday, we're back to our full schedule of 3 games. Hope that you've enjoyed our broadcast here. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. Let's end here with a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you again for this opportunity that we've had to showcase these athletes and to showcase the schools and to bring glory to you through our broadcast. All praise and thanks to you for allowing us to continue to provide this service and to be involved in these communities. We hope that we represent you well in all that we do. I want to thank you again, Heavenly Father, for making sure that there were no injuries that took place between our athletes. I pray that you will be with them as they are traveling safe to their homes and to their communities. Thank you again for all that you have done for us in this wonderful day that we have had here on earth. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks again for joining me here on the broadcast. It was the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here along with Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. Take care, God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a diamond near us. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.